All Hutchens sliding suspension models are built to endure rugged use while remaining easy to operate and securely attached to the trailer. Each slider has been tested and proven to perform as engineered, and they do their job very well as long as they are used according to our operation instructions. Every trailer equipped with a Hutchens sliding suspension should carry a warning decal affixed by the trailer manufacturer. This decal is highly visible and should be located on the driver's side of the trailer immediately above the sliding subframe. If any of your trailers do not have this decal, contact us and we'll send some to you immediately. The decal is displayed as a warning to alert the operator to the risk to his or her safety and the safety of others if the slider is not repositioned and engaged properly. At the top of this decal, the warning boldly states, failure to lock the sliding suspension can cause a loss of vehicle control, death, serious injury, and property damage. The decal also includes step-by-step instructions explaining how to release, reposition, and re-engage the sliding suspension. Again, failure to follow these step-by-step instructions can cause a loss of vehicle control, death, serious injury, and property damage. Because at Hutchens we're concerned about safety, we want you to know how to use the slider mechanism to reposition the suspension and ensure everyone's safety. Each trailer equipped with a Hutchens slider should carry the warning decal. This contains instructions about how to make sure the suspension is securely locked. This is a close-up view of the lock pin. The warning label instructs the operator to make sure each lock pin extends through the holes in the rails, like this. This is the locked position. The instructions require the operator to carefully inspect the sliding suspension to make sure it is properly positioned and that the main body of each lock pin extends through the hole in the rails. Specifically, before you pull a trailer, apply the trailer brakes and gently rock the trailer backward and forward to ensure the sliding suspension is secure. Let's walk through the step-by-step instructions covering how to reposition the sliding suspension in the forward position. First, set both the tractor and the trailer brakes. Next, remove the locator bar from behind the slider and move to the desired location. To release the lock pins, pull the operating handle all the way out and lock in place. Release the tractor brakes and carefully drive backward until the sliding suspension is at the desired location. Some trailers built after September 1997 may have the Easy Puller slider lock pin retraction mechanism. Check to see if your trailer has the Easy Puller, identified by the presence of the spring pin cartridge and the Easy Pull decal, and follow these operating instructions. Remember, with the Easy Pull system, the handle can be pulled very easily. Pulling on the handle with heavy force or with auxiliary devices is not recommended and may result in damage to the slider lock pin retraction mechanism. To retract the lock pins, grasp the pull handle in the conventional manner and pull it all the way out until the locking notch in the rod engages the slot in the slider rail as illustrated here. Note that some or all of the lock pins may not retract when the handle is in the outboard position. This is normal with the Easy Pull system. If any of the lock pins do not retract after the pull handle is in the outboard position, gently rock the trailer back and forth with the trailer brakes applied. As soon as any binding between the pins and the body rail is relieved, the lock pins will retract. These close-ups show how the Easy Pull pin mechanism works. If the pins are free, pulling the handle retracts the lock pins. If a pin is bound, locking the handle pulls the linkage away from the lock pin. When binding is relieved, the spring-loaded pin automatically retracts. It is important to remember that the Easy Puller requires very little force to retract and lock the pull handle to release the slider lock pins. Do not be surprised by how easy the handle can be pulled. Now you can continue to reposition the slider in accordance with the instructions on the slider operating decal located on your trailer. Then release the operating handle and visually check all the lock pins. Remember, the main body of each pin must extend through the holes in the rails. The suspension is now successfully repositioned. To check it, apply the trailer brakes and gently rock the trailer backward and forward to ensure the slider is properly locked. Finally, lock the locator bar in both body rails immediately behind the slider. Be sure to check the lock pins periodically to make sure each one is secure. We recognize that conditions won't always allow slides to be repositioned from a dead stop, but sliding the suspension on a moving trailer requires extreme care. We conducted a series of tests to show what happens when the slider is repositioned carelessly or too aggressively. The following is a rear impact at 6 miles per hour. As you can see, very little happens at this speed. At 9 miles per hour, the increased force begins to produce some deformation of the hold-down clips. At 12 miles per hour, damage to the clips and some of the other components increases alarmingly. Look at what happens at 15 miles per hour. The force of the impact is so great the trailer leaves the ground, and the trailer and slider are unusable without costly repair. This wasn't incidental damage. This was carelessness or willful abuse. Watch again from this close-up view. The warning on the decal is serious and is meant to be a reminder to everyone pulling a trailer equipped with Hutchens sliding suspension. Take the time to reposition the slider carefully. Lock it in place and check it. Follow these steps to protect yourself, your vehicle, your cargo, and everyone on the road.